Hello students. Previously we have discussed about immunity, immune system, lymphoid organs and types of immunity. So briefly saying that the defense system or protective system of an organism is known as immune system, and the ability of that organism to resist pathogen or antigen or even their products is called immunity. The immune system consists of lymphoid organ, lymphoid tissue and a network of lymphatic vessel. As we have discussed that lymphoid organs are of two types, primary lymphoid organ and secondary lymphoid organ. Bone marrow and thymus are included in primary lymphoid organ, spleen, tonsil, mucosal associated lymphoid tissue, pear patches in intestine are included in secondary lymphoid organ. The next one, our immunity. Immunity is divided into two types. One is innate immunity, another is acquired immunity. As we have discussed that innate immunity comes from our parent, that's why it is known as inborn immunity, genetic immunity or natural immunity. Now, today's topic is acquired immunity. Acquired immunity is the immunity that is gained by an individual during its lifetime. So that's why it is also known as adaptive immunity. The mechanism of acquired immunity to protect against specific foreign molecules, that's why it is known as specific immunity. Acquired immunity is also considered as third line of defense. Now come to our characteristic of acquired immunity. The characteristics are specificity, discrimination, diversity and memory. The first one is specificity. It refers to our immunity differentiate between foreign molecules. Next one is discrimination. It means our immunity recognize between self and non-self molecule, that it has ability to recognize body's own cell and those are foreign invaders to the body. Next one is diversity. It also works against all kind of antigen, pathogen, foreign materials and their toxin products. Now the last one is memory. When the pathogen or antigen first time enters to our body, our immune system gives immunoresponse. And after the immunoresponse, our immune system eliminates them from the body. But it has memory, and the memory recognizes the antigen or pathogen, and when the antigen or pathogen enter second time or subsequent time, then it can eliminate quickly. This is called booster response. Now come to our cells involved in acquired immunity. The acquired immunity consists of lymphocytes and antigen presenting cells. The first one is lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are originated from bone marrow. Some lymphocytes reside in bone marrow for the maturation and proliferation. They are known as B lymphocyte or B cells. But some lymphocytes migrate to thymus for maturation and proliferation. They are known as T lymphocyte or T cell. The process of formation of lymphocyte in the bone marrow is known as hematopoiesis. Now first come to our T lymphocyte or T cells. The T cells produced in bone marrow, then it migrate to thymus through the blood circulation. In thymus, the T cells are also known as thymocytes. When the T cells encounter with any kind of antigen or pathogen, they form their clone. And T cells are further classified into four types: helper T cells, killer T cells, suppressor T cells and memory T cells. The first one is helper T cell. Helper T cells regulates our immunity. They can recognize the antigen or pathogen that enter into our body. They also work with macrophages. They are numerous in nature. The main function of helper T cells are they stimulate the T cells to multiply and also stimulate the killer T cells to destroy the antigen or pathogen. They also stimulate the B cells to produce antibody. Another function of helper T cell is to produce a protein mediators. They are known as lymphokines. Lymphokines act on other cells of immune system and also act on the bone marrow cells. Helper T cells are also known as CD4 cells because they carry CD4 antigen. Now the next is killer T cells. The killer T cells are otherwise known as cytotoxic T cell. They directly attack the antigen and they are stimulated by helper T cell. They secrete a substance that is known as perforin. The perforin create pore on the plasma membrane of antigen or pathogen. So water enters into the antigen or pathogen and they swells and finally burst. The power of cytotoxic or killer T cell is to destroy the cancer cell. They also responsible for cell mediated immunity. The killer T cells, also known as CD8 cells, because they carry CD8 antigen. The next one is suppressor T cells. The suppressor T cells suppresses the killer and helper cells and they also prevent the immune system to attack its own cells. So it is known as immunotolerance. Next one is memory T cells. The memory T cells recognize the antigen or pathogen after its first encounter. They also present in lymphatic tissue like spleen, lymph node, and they recognize the pathogen even after years of first encounter. If the pathogen enter second time or subsequent time, the memory T cells are ready to attack as soon as possible. The lifespan of T cell is 4 to 5 years. Now, the next lymphocyte is our B lymphocyte. It is also known as B cell. B cells are also produced in bone marrow. They reside there for maturation and proliferation. The B cells are activated by both antigen and helper T cells. When they activated, they give rise to two types of cells. One is plasma cells, another is memory cells. First one is our plasma cells. Plasma cells secrete antibody, means they are the factories of antibody. Plasma cells also produced by the activation of B cells with the help of antigen and helper T cells. The lifespan of plasma cell is very few days. The plasma cells do not migrate to the site of infection. It present in our body fluid, so it enhances our humoral immune system. Next one is our memory B cell. The lifespan of memory B cell is very long period. They remain dormant in nature. When the antigen enter into our body, then they get activated. When we compare about the lifespan of T cell and B cell, the lifespan of T cell is 4 to 5 years, but the lifespan of B cell is very few days. And the last one is our antigen presenting cells. These are the specialized cells. They include macrophages, B cells and dendritic cells. As we already know about macrophages, they are the modified monocytes, B cells are the part of lymphocyte, and our new term is dendritic cell. Dendritic cells are special type of cell that is found in tissue such as skin. It enhances the immune response. It also carries the antigen on its surface and so to other cells of immune system. The antigen representing cells show immune responses against extracellular and intracellular pathogen. They are also necessary for helper T cell activation. Thank you. The next part of immunology will be provided in next video.